I'm Danielle.
I'm Emery.
I'm Gabby, and the method we're doing is inside-outside circle.
Inside-outside circle allows students the chance to discuss or respond to various topics with their classmates in a structured environment. Students can also participate at their own pace, and it gives them an opportunity to participate in authentic communication with a fun, interactive activity. No specific materials are required for this activity, which makes it easy to incorporate this strategy in a classroom. All you need are two equal groups of students. One group will form a circle facing out, and the other group will form a second circle facing in, with each person partnered up in the circle. After one question is discussed, the inside circle can move one partner to the left or right, so the students are talking with multiple peers.
This activity is best used for any level of language proficiency because it can be altered and changed for the proficiency levels for each circle. For the high, beginner, and intermediate students, there should be a variance with the amount of time with each partner. An example of this could be 3 minutes with the first partner, 2 minutes with the second partner, and so on. For advanced and advanced high, the conversation and topic should change every time they get a new partner. This gives them a chance to be interested about new topics and be able to think timely with their responses. For beginning, this activity would be more controlled. This means that once a student knows how to ask and answer questions with the right tenses, then the circles can be used to practice those tenses. Students on the inside of the circle could hold a picture such as a woman driving a car, children playing, or a man singing. The partner on the outside asks, "What is she doing?" And the student with the picture responds, "She is driving." Students switch partners and practice the questions and answers 2 or more times. Students can exchange pictures for more practice. Then we wanted to include some TEKs. One of our TEKs is 311D. This says that you edit drafts using standard English conversations, including complete simple and compound sentences with subject-verb agreement. And then our ELPs are 3E, which states that you share information in cooperative learning interactions. So this can be seen in the 2 circles where you're interacting with both students. So then the steps to start this inside-outside circle, decide which students will be in each circle, put a question or statement on the board, give students at least 10 seconds to think on their own. This will be called think time. Ask students in the inside circle to share their response with a classmate. And when the circle is done, ask them to say pass, at which point the student in the outside circle will share their responses, and then have the outside circle move 1 or 2 steps over to the left or right. And then you can also add a new question if you wanted to do so here.
This strategy would be best used for language arts, and a couple of examples for this would be an activity such as subject-verb agreement. And so the teacher saying a sentence such as, "The girl walks home from school." So within the inside and outside circles, they would have to discuss what the subject is and if that subject matches the verb that is being described. And so with this activity, it can be used with harder sentences if the proficiency levels are higher than others. And so another activity, students can also debate certain topics like whether an item is a good or a service. And using academic language already discussed beforehand. If you're learning about goods and services, the language surrounding these 2 words will be discussed beforehand, and students will be expected to use this language when debating whether or not a given word is a good or a service. And so this method is appropriate for English learners as they further develop their proficiency levels because with this method, it's a low-stakes way to discuss a topic they're already familiar with, and so they can also work with a partner, and a teacher can ensure that a student with low proficiency can be paired with a student with higher proficiency by planning the circles ahead of time, like higher inside, lower outside, or like vice versa. And this allows a student who may understand a concept well but might need a little bit of extra practice in a verbal expression in English, and so they can have a buddy who can support them. And so in my field experience, a young ELL was very shy when he had to give answers that were definitive, but exploded into conversation when he could just discuss a topic that he knew a lot about, such as like animals. And so free discussion with no wrong answer was able to give him the confidence to practice his language skills.